You don't hear my Spotify anymore, right? Okay, perfect. All right. I should be sharing my screen. Can you just confirm that you see that? You're good. All right. Perfect. All right. So I'll pass it over to Michael to get us started, and then we'll end with questions if you have any. Thank you.
So yeah, hi everyone. My name is Michael Gannon, and thank you all for taking some time out of your day to join this info session about the Bitcoin Finance Club trading competition. We're really excited for this semester's competition, so let's get started. So as I said, my name is Michael Gannon, and I'm in my second semester, MS Finance. I'm hoping to graduate this summer, take a couple summer classes, and it's my plan is graduate this summer. I just graduated this past spring from SUNY Geneseo. So yeah, after I graduated this summer, just starting to hopefully start working and start my life. But enough about me. So more about the training competition. So our competition is really geared towards anyone, no matter what your level of experience is. It's an opportunity for both beginners and more experienced traders to create and manage a virtual stock portfolio. So each person that joins, whether you're doing the competition by yourself or in a team, you'll start with $100,000 of cash where you can invest how you guys choose. And our competition is run on the platform called Wall Street Survivor. Doesn't matter how familiar you are if you've never heard of the platform before or if you have. It's very easy to navigate and very simple to navigate once you set up your account and just kind of get a feel for it. It's very easy to navigate through. So once you get your account all set up, all the participants will be competing against each other. Like I said, either solo or a team for a chance to win some prize money, which is the best part of the competition. Is not only can you get to learn and gather more knowledge trading, but you also have a chance to win some prize money, which would be nice. If you come in first or second place, you get some prize money. So why would you want to compete in the challenge? Some opportunities from competing in this challenge are to learn and improve your real-time trading skills. Whether you're in a finance major or something else, it's always good to have some trading background. So this is a great opportunity to really learn and improve on your skills. You get competing against your friends and your classmates, and you also have a chance, like I said, to win some prize money. So not only are you improving on your skills, you have a chance to win some money too, which, like I said, is a very good thing. So who can compete? You have to be a Baruch student in order to compete. It doesn't matter if you're in grad school or undergrad. You can compete no matter what level you are. And like I said, you can compete solo or in a team. Each team, if you do choose to have a team, you can have a maximum of 5 team members, or you can have less. Doesn't really matter. It's really up to you. Just no more than 5. If you want to compete in a team, but you aren't able to find any team members, reach out to us, and we'll see if anyone else needs another member for a team. We'll try and place you guys in a team. So just some of the basic competition rules. So in the competition, you can only trade securities like stocks and ETFs, no Bitcoin or no cryptocurrency, unfortunately. Each portfolio will start, like I said, with an initial investment of $100,000. And you have to be active in your trading. You need to trade at least 2 times per week, just so everyone's staying active and really staying on top of it. Your portfolio should not contain more than 30% of cash at any time, except for on the first day or two once you get your account up and running. But after that, you need to make sure that you're actually investing your money. You're not just keeping it in cash. The minimal investment you can make is $5 per stock, and a single trade or a single stock cannot exceed 20% of your portfolio value. So like an industry, if you have like an industry of technology, it doesn't matter, but you can't have a specific stock being more than 20% of your portfolio. And the penalty for not following any of these rules is $1,000 off your balance of your portfolio. And we do check on the rules, so make sure that you're staying on top of these rules and you have a mental note in your head of the rules, because unfortunately last semester at the end we had to deduct some money from people's portfolios for not following the rules and ended up altering the winners. So just make sure that you're always keeping an eye on the rules, and if you ever have any questions about the rules, just let us know and we'll clarify anything you might need throughout the competition. So just a little bit about the platform that the competitions ran on. Like I said, doesn't I I don't really expect any of you guys to really know what the platform is, which is totally fine. So the platform is Wall Street Survivor. Um, it's very simple. So if you haven't signed up yet for the competition, don't worry. But once you sign up on the Google form that we have, it'll it'll show you the steps to creating an account. And the competition doesn't start for another week. So once you create your account, I highly recommend just to play around with it and use the practice portfolio, and just get a feel for it. Check out all the tools that Wall Street Survivor has. There's a lot of great tools they offer, and really just get the feel for the platform that you'll be using for the rest of the semester. Um, I'll be sending out a bunch of details on how to register for the competition on Wall Street Survivor on or around February 25th, once the Google form closes. Once you create your account through the Google form, like I said, you'll have access to a practice portfolio, but not the actual competition itself. I'll have to resend out the details so everyone is signing up at the same time and everyone's on the same page. So everyone just, once you sign up, check it, keep your eye out for emails, and I'll be sending some stuff out shortly. So just looking forward past today, the registration for the competition ends on February 25th. So just make sure you fill out the Google form by then on February 25th. And right when the competition ends that night or early next morning, I'll be sending out all the registration details on how to register for Wall Street Survivor, the competition on Wall Street Survivor on February 26th. That's when you can start registering. And then the next day on Monday, February 27th, when the market opens is when the competition begins. And the competition will last all the way till April 28th, towards the end of the semester. And during that time, as long as you're in accordance with the rules, you're free to trade, and try and make some money and try and see how you guys do. So that's kind of a little layout of how the competition is going to go. The next slide is the QR code for signing up for the competition. And I'll also drop the link in the chat in case for some reason you don't have your phone on you and you can't scan the QR code. But this is the link to sign up for the competition. So if anyone has any questions about the competition, I'll be happy to answer them. But I think I saw one in the chat. Let me see that.
I think we have did we answer the question on the chat where our options like calls and puts allowed?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah, there's I'll pull up. Yeah, those are allowed. Just really anything you can do. Like if you like anything you can't just really what you can't do is you can't trade cryptocurrency. Other than that, with stocks, calls, puts, all that stuff is allowed as long as you are again following the previous rules and making sure that it's not exceeding a certain amount of money or not below a certain amount of money. As long as you're following those rules, the calls and puts, they are allowed, yes.
So I already signed up and I was like exploring the app, but I couldn't see like any option where I could trade options. It was only like short, buy or sell, and cover. There was no option trading in the application.
Okay. I will have to go into the settings and look into that. But again, that's the that was also the practice portfolio. So don't sweat that right now. I'll look into that and I'll make sure once the actual competition starts, everything will.
Yeah. And also if I would like to ask, what was the return last year of the winner throughout the competition?
Wasn't what was the prize money? Wasn't it like?
No, I'm not saying about the prize money. Like what was the return that the winner generated?
I think it was around. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I can check. I think it was around maybe like 10% or something, maybe a little more.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be exactly, just an approximate.
A little bit, 10%, a little bit above, a little bit below, around there, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So some other, yeah. Let's see. The 1K, everything's virtual money. The penalties and everything is virtual, not real money.
Is there a limit for day trades? Did we?
No, we didn't have a limit for day trades, I don't believe. As long as you're making at least 2 trades per week, then you were kind of free. Day trading was allowed, so you can do as much day trading as you want, as long as you're following all the other rules as well. It might have been a little more than 10%, but it was around.
Yeah, I was just looking at that question, only 10% from 100K to 110K. That's why we're trying to gauge more participants that are more competitive. There were certainly people that was interested in the beginning and didn't really pay attention a lot on their portfolio over the semester. And so there were participation, but they're not as active. So we encourage you to, when you join the competition, is the goal is for you to be active as much as you can and get as high return as you can.
Also, our competition was a little shorter last semester. It ran a little bit shorter, so it was a little less time to trade. So now we're
Right,
full
yeah.
of trading. So hopefully, engagement, get more return in your stocks this time around. Yeah. So the cash rule is basically, so when you start off, you'll have $100,000 in cash to invest, and after the first day or two, you need to invest your money into the stocks. So you can, so let's say you start off with $100,000. You can't have 30,000. The most you can have sitting just in regular cash, not invested, is 30,000. And that's how you need to start. So you need to have less than 30% like cash. I don't know if I'm really explaining it the right way to make sense, but basically that's so you make sure you're investing your money. It's not just sitting there on the side, and just make sure you're staying active in the competition. Overnight. It's throughout the whole competition. So like at any point you can't, if you're gonna sell, you have to make sure you're like, when you sell, you have to make sure if you're selling and you're gonna have more than 30% cash, you're investing it back into something else. This way your money is always being invested. Like if you're gonna sell something, you're gonna sell a stock and then you end up having you have $50,000 in cash, $50,000 invested, you make sure you invest at least $20,000 more. So you meet the limit of 30% cash. And that's throughout the whole competition, overnight, during the day, at all times.
So I want to address the question, will there be rewards for the winning team? Just curious. There is, so the first time that we rolled out this competition, we gave out Amazon gift cards for about, I think for the first place, we gave out $250, I could be wrong, $150 for the first winner. And then the second place was around $100. For the last semester, we couldn't get our budget, and so we are still working on giving out the prizes for the 2 winners from last semester, but those will be similar as Amazon gift card. I think we upped it to $250 and $150, if I'm not mistaken, but we're certainly going in that range of the prize money. And Maker said a question, if you don't have any experience trading, would this be a good experience to get started and learn? Is it recommended to participate with no experience? What do you say about that, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great place to start and learn, because on Wall Street Survivor, there's a lot of tools you can use. Like one of the main tabs is getting started, and there's a starter guide and investing ideas with a bunch of different links on like how to read stocks, the steps to start buying stocks. There's a bunch of different tools you can use. and it's great to it's virtual money, but you also have a little skin in the game with incentive to maybe win a prize. So it's a great place for you to, you know, just learn throughout the tools and kind of get a feel for how it would be investing in a real market. Because even though it's virtual, this is following the stock market. So you'll basically be investing in the stock market, but you don't have any real money in the game, but you also have an incentive to win something. So it's definitely a great place to start, especially with all the tools that Wall Street Survivor has. So I encourage you to, when you sign up, if you haven't already, to play through Wall Street Survivor and look at all the tools and guides they have to kind of get a feel for it.
Yeah, and I would add to that, even if you don't win a competition, you could still put this in your resume and say, I had put in an effort and initiated to learn. And this is kind of one of the things where you just like, make decisions as part of your career and how to make that portfolio, your resume of like, this is what my background was and what I've done during your academic years to really learn what it's like in the real world. So this would be a good practice and great place to start to build your portfolio and build your background.
Definitely, yeah.
How many participants are approximately? That's a really good question because we still have the application open, but I don't know if there's any. Do you have any insights, Michael, from how many people joined last year?
Yeah, last year we had about 15 people dash teams. So like there was 15, like there's 15 different like teams or individual person people. So we'll probably be around that number again this semester, hopefully maybe a little more. Which we're trying to shoot for a little more than that. But generally it was around there last year.
Yeah,
Last
I
semester.
think a little bit had a lack of marketing or promotion about the trading competition last semester, so we're trying to make up for that this semester. And obviously we'll send this recording over again just so you can rewatch it if you have any questions or something that you want to clear up. And obviously Michael and I will send an email regarding this information that you've learned today and how to use or sign up for your Wall Street Survivor platform. And obviously, if you have any questions, our email is baruch.zfc@gmail.com. And I guess if there's not any other questions, I'd like to thank everybody for joining today. And let us know if you have any further questions. We'll certainly reply to you over email. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Lonnie.
Thank you.
Guys.